Hi guys, it's Sam here from Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I have a very exciting little Hermes reveal, and one of them is a bag, not a quota bag, but a bag. And then I also wanted to talk a little bit about a repair I picked up, which everything was in this white bag because if you shop in San Francisco, you know, safer to take the white bag than the fun orange bag. Unfortunately, but that is just kind of the way it is. So let me show you my repair first. So it did come back in this bag, in the dust bag, which I believe these are new dust bags they sent me. I did not send my shoes with the dust bag. And then it comes with this little card basically saying like, this was repaired by Hermes. The Hermes artisans, thank you for your trust. Look forward to seeing you in the store. You cannot have a repair sent back to you. At least I have not been able to have that. You have to pick it up from a store. You can have it sent to another store if somehow you move and one's closer to you, but you do have to have it sent to a store. Let me see. Is this the repaired shoe? They redid both of them. So I can just show you this one, but as you will see, this is the older Oran style. Now they are just one full solid piece of leather. But I've had these since 2018, something like that. So I've had them for a really long time and I wear them all the time. So they needed to be repaired because this is going to be somewhat hard to see, but you can kind of see it right here. There's a line of stitching in these old ones and it actually had rolled up on one of them. So Hermes did restitch them, and then they did a little bit of like leather cleaning, but nothing insane, which is why I'm like not really touching the bottom of them because I have worn these a lot. And so the repair was $60, which is not like great price wise, but also I was glad that they were willing to repair it because they actually glued it and then re-sewed both of them, while a lot of other places just wanted to like glue it down, which I knew was not going to be a solution. Plus then you get a dust bag. And I could have done a more intense repair, like they offered to replace more of the sole for different price points and offered to do more cleaning on the shoes for different price points, but their shoes, they didn't need it. I normally take like all their suggestions when it's been a handbag, but shoes are shoes. So I did get the repair back. This little bag with new dust bags. And like I said, that was $65, I believe. Actually, I have my receipt. Let me confirm that for you. I can't remember if it was 60 or 65. Yes, 65 replaced the inner soles. So they were fully replaced and then re-sewn down, which was nice. Next up, we'll start with the bigger but thinner box. So I did not get the 2025 ribbon. One of these days, I like the year ribbons, but I didn't even think about it, honestly, when we were there, because I initially had just gone in to pick up the repair and like browse. And I will say they're kind of in between seasons at the moment. A lot of the stuff I was interested in that was a little more fall wintry, they were out of, and then kind of the newer spring summer stuff they still were getting in. But this piece is very pretty. And it is what Hermes calls a muffler. So right here, this beautiful scarf. And this is actually a men's line piece, but it is for me. You can see it's got like an equestrian belt detailing, which I really like. And it is 100% cashmere, and it's very soft. And I was very excited that they still had this because a lot of the other scarves I was interested in, they did not. So like I said, I'm a little behind on the scarf time, but I had not been back into my store since September, I think. Just kind of, you know, with the holidays and having a kid and needing to go between LA and here for family and all that. It just was the last thing on my mind. And then, as we all know, January was like 100 years long, and we have a ton of family birthdays in January, and then February flew by, and so this was the first time I could get in to Hermes, and I had been wanting this for a while. So this scarf that was in here was $4.90. I'm sure, let's look at the receipt. I'm sure it is something that I cannot pronounce. Yeah, we're not going to try to pronounce that. But it is cray. That's the white color. And then another color, another word that I cannot say. But yes, technically a men's item. And then, lastly, which was completely a surprise, I happened to be in there and asked my sales associate, can I see you know, do you have any bags that I should look at? And then he kind of like listed off all the bags he had kind of like under his name that were not quota bags. I just got a quota bag. That was like my last time I saw him, so I knew I was not getting one. And so he was like, well, I have, you know, he's like, for example, I kind of have been eyeing a Picotin, another one. I do have 2. And he was like, yeah, I have Picotins, but they're very bright. And he knows me, like, I am not a very bright girly. I try to be sometimes, and then I don't really wear it. Like, I'll be like, oh, yes, a very bright pop of color, but as bright as I can go is really like a brighter blue or a brighter red. I'm just not really like, he was like, yeah, I have orange and like a bright green and like all these. And I was like, yeah, that's like not really my vibe. And he knew that. So he was like, yeah, but I think I have something you might be interested in. As, you know, having a little kid and as a mom, can I show it to you? And I was like, sure, like, why not? And so that's what's in this bag. And he said, you know, it is a neutral, or in this box. It's clearly not a bag, sorry guys. And so the interesting thing is, like, this is not anything quota or anything like that, but when I show it to you guys, you'll see what it is. And it is, I think technically, I don't know if they consider it an SLG, but it is this Constance on the go. So this looks just like a wallet, but it is their version of a wallet on a chain, basically. And as you guys know, I'm not normally a big wallet on the chain girly, but this was game changer for me, because when I opened it with, you know, its little strap in here, in its little dust bag, I realized that very easily with its pop socket on it, my phone fits in here. And I can still 100% close it. Like that, there was no problems there, which is amazing, because any other time I have tried to ever get my phone with this stupid pop socket on it, which I need because I drop my phone all the time, it does not fit in the wallet on a chain. And I know some people say they have an easy time with the Chanel ones, but I don't know if the ones I was trying on were like tight, but like it never worked for me. So when I saw that, and I saw that this fit in there, and also if it doesn't have the pop socket on, I'll put it in there with the pop socket, but you're gonna see it's kind of, it does fit in the back pocket, which is great. I was like, that's a game changer. Like, someone clearly thought this through. The only downside I could see as I was like talking through with my husband, is that it will not hold my sunglasses. I don't think, if you have pretty flat sunglasses, like he had his Ray-Bans, and they actually fit really nicely in this pocket, but I basically wear these like oversized Gucci ones all the time, and I don't think they will fit in the back pocket. But this does have a strap, which is it's like a popper strap, for lack of a better word, that goes on like little poppers in the wallet slash bag. I don't really know what they consider it here, but that is what we are going to call it. We're going to call it a bag, because for me, I'll be using it as a bag. This strap is the perfect length for me, which does make me wonder a little bit if for others it would be a little long. But it was really great length, and I will, this is bad, but I will be putting this like in the diaper bag and stuff like that, wearing it crossbody. It's just can sometimes, especially like we like to go to like the zoo and the Academy of Sciences in San Francisco and stuff like that, it's very hard to not only be in charge of the stroller, but then also the diaper bag, and then on top of the diaper bag, your purse. And you're always like trying to juggle that, and then also you have like the kids. So I'm very excited to try this. It was kind of expensive. This Constance on the Go now is $6,450, so pricey. Though I will say, if any of you have ever bought Hermes SLGs, like their wallets, like the Burn card wallet, I think is what it's called, is like in the 3,000s. So that kind of gives you an idea of what you're looking at with their small leather goods. They are expensive. The outside this is gold hardware. I don't know how well you can see the sticker. I need to take it off, but the sticker's still on the H. And then it is actually Epsom leather, which is great for what I want to use it for, but is, as you guys know, not my preferred leather for bigger bags. And then the inside is actually a chev leather, so it's a really nice goat skin. I thought at first it was Swift, but it's like very soft, and so I asked, and he was like, oh no, that's goat skin. So I'm gonna see if somehow I can like end up getting my little like flatter sunglasses in here. So I did try it out by putting my phone in it, putting my keys in it, and then obviously you forgo a wallet because it has those back card slots. But this did bring me into an interesting thought process when I was talking to a friend from the UK. So regardless of this is an SLG or a bag, however you want to categorize it, it's not easy to get, right? Like, it's one of those things where you have to be, for lack of a better word, offered it, but it's not a quota bag. And so I started talking to her because obviously the UK system is much different. And you know, in the US, this made me think, basically getting any bag or any like harder to get wallet style, any harder to get piece in general, I kind of feel like you're offered it. Like, it's a weird place because if you don't have a sales associate relationship and you just walk into an Hermes, most of the time, even if they have stock in the back, like say you wanted that orange picotin my sales associate was talking about, they're not going to offer it to you. Like, it has already been assigned to a sales associate, and that sales associate would have to take like a leap of faith to offer it to you as someone who just walks into the store. And so we're almost to the point where that, like, I know it's still the hardest to get quota bags. Believe me, as you all know, I have 3 from the store. I have many sagas on all of that. Like, it's hard to get anything. And so my SA and I were talking, and we were talking about like the good old days when I initially started shopping with my old SA, who he's still friends with and talks to. So I was asking how she was doing. And I was talking about the first time I went in for my first appointment with her, I was offered like 4 bags and I bought 2. Like, you could never do that nowadays. That is like not a thing. And so you basically have to be offered everything. Like, you cannot just walk in, at least to also, this is San Francisco. I have heard through watching many YouTube videos on Hermes that like San Francisco is kind of a little bit of its own being with pre-spend and getting items and all of that, but they also get a lot because they are one of the biggest, if not the biggest store, one of the biggest stores on the West Coast. So you have to take that into consideration. But like, you would not just be, if you went in and was like, hey, do you have a Constance on the go or a Kelly on the go? They're not just going to be like, oh, of course, let me give it to you, because they've already assigned it to the sales associates and then they can offer it to their clients. So this is to say, like, we say, oh, I was offered a quota bag, but you're honestly, if you get anything from Hermes, like, you were offered it and you're doing good. I know you can get some of these things if you're really fast on the internet. I am not. I am never online at those times. I do not try to get bags that way because I know it's just not going to happen. Sometimes I see them in stock, and once I have gotten it into my cart, but then I realized I was like, that's not even the bag I want, so like, don't check out with it. But it's kind of crazy that that's like kind of where we are with Hermes, is like anything you're getting that is somewhat hard to get has to be offered to you. I mean, even same with SLGs, like there's a certain wallet that I've been asking for like 2 years now that has just never appeared in the color I want. So it's definitely a different world than it once was, but I'm glad that I got this piece. It was not at all expected. I'm very excited to use it, which is why I got it yesterday and I am unboxing it with you guys today because I want to use it. So I wanted to unbox it with you all, but I will be using this. I'm actually headed to one of those places I mentioned with my son next weekend. So that will be its test. Only time will tell if I can use a walk. I've had lots of people who are moms recommend them to me. Like Meredith has recommended it to me. She was like, you should really give it a try. I've always been so resistant because I've never been able to easily get my phone in any of them. And this one fits my phone. So that's a game changer for me because I surprisingly have many outfits that do not have pockets. But that was my quick little Hermes haul. Very small, but was excited to get that last piece, also to pick up the scarf and then pick up my repair that I have had to get since December. So thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. If there's anything on your Hermes wish list or you want to talk Hermes, please feel free to comment down below or DM me. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.